Hi, everybody. I'd like to show you how I plan a Twitter calendar or Platform X for my SaaS clients. Now imagine that I had the dream client of Ramp. I know you can take the girl out of accounting, you can't take the accounting out of the girl. Now they have 28,000 followers, impressive, more than me. They're only following 837 people. They're probably automating most of this, which is a sad way to grow. But I would love, dear Ramp, I would love your account. But what I would do is I'd go to my Google Sheet. So this is how I plan 3 tweets a day. Let's just get my face out of the way. I go with a link to their site. And if I only have 1 tweet a day, then it's the current niche, one link to the site, one parallel industry. But for 3 tweets a day, which is pretty good, that's on my pro plan or my SaaS management plan. This is where you're really getting that traction. You're being social, you're following people, you're having an intention, right? So my first thing I would do is do a link to their site, and I would pin it as my tweet. So right here, they have a video that you don't even have to click. So that's a missed opportunity, because where you really want your customers is to be on your website, because your website is where you get your signups, right? This is important for SaaS. So we're going to go to their website, ramp.com, and let's see, bill payments, accounting program, right? So I'm going to go to resources. People are always burying their blog. It's really a missed opportunity. We're all trained to look for the blog. So let's go, machine. Do they not have a blog? We had to click on the arrow. Now that's a mega menu from hell. Let's see if this works. /blog. Yeah, that was really bizarre. So their featured articles, AP, accounts payable, just became autonomous. Oh, these pop-ups. Everybody loves pop-ups. Fully autonomous capabilities inside Ramp to understand the context behind every invoice and act. So I would make a tweet. I always write it in Twitter, just because I feel like, or X, I want to make sure the character count is, are you still verifying invoices by hand? Today we're introducing agents for AP. You could be using, I don't want to say today because they already announced it. You could be using agents for AP. Okay, let's get that link. I don't do bit.ly links anymore because they have that interstitial link with an ad, and it's a bad experience. So link to site, boom. Now a current niche would be, the current niche for Ramp is fintech. So Tearsheet is a great resource. Tearsheet is an excellent resource for any SaaS company who wants insights on financial moves and everything. They just came out with this today, a study by MasterCard about how people are using subscriptions. And if you're a SaaS, this is poignant information for you. I did download it, and I've been reading it today. So I would maybe take some insights here, like, for example, sample breakdown by subscription product. Only 26% of their subscriptions are for software. That's a big room for improvement if you're a SaaS company. So I'll take this link and say, According to a study by MasterCard, always tag them, and Tearsheet, only 26% of a company's SaaS spend is on tech. Is that true for you? So copy that, and I put it in that. That's the niche we're in, financials, fintech. Oh, it's being slow because I'm recording. And then a parallel industry. So what's parallel to finances, accounting, maybe professional development, efficiency things? One of my go-tos is Harvard Business Review, or I really like Wharton School of Business. Wharton Knows is what they are on Twitter. So let's see what they have going on. Discard. I don't want to save that. Wharton Knows. Which is a great business. They have great content. So you could do a retweet of them. There's another link that just goes to a video. So I don't know about this. They didn't ask me. All right. You could share this, right? If I was live and I was logged into their account, it'd be different because I would use the quote function, right? But I'm planning a content calendar that needs to be kind of poignant, right? So let's just say that there's some people at, well, CloudFest USA is happening right now. So CloudFest USA as a hashtag. That filters all of the content from those people. Let's get the latest. So there's some pictures. This is what people are talking about. People on the stage, Adoram. This is a bunch of hosting companies, right? People from hosting. So you got Rocket.net, Bluehost. Well, maybe Bluehost is someone you really want to get on ramp, right? So go to them. And so that's a hosting company is a SaaS provider, and SaaS providers are people who like to automate things. So that's what I would do is I would try to think of the companies you're prospecting and put them in that parallel industry. So here's a good website launch checklist, right? So we could do that, and then we post. This is when I do the old school RTs, right? And I put it in here. And then I make this bold. This is my behind the scenes process. I turn in half of the week at a time and I get approval, and then I do the other half. And around the 23rd is when I bill for the next month, right? So you can see that if you have good conversations with your clients, like when I was with Andrews Wharton, when they were my client for 4 years, they would tell me who they were prospecting. It wasn't just me finding things. You have that great communication. And so the more communication you have, the easier it is to build that kind of parallel industry. You're getting their attention. You're finding out what they're talking about. You're looking at how you can solve their problems. If I was on the actual account, if I was manually part of it, which I spend 22 hours a month on the pro level clients minimum. So for this, I see Marcus Burnett. He's big deal in the hosting world, also works at Bluehost. If I was with TriRamp, I would say something like, did they talk about streamlining finances? If I was TriRamp, so I would get that in there, and then I'd use the hashtag CloudFestUSA and then reply. So that's the behind the scenes that I build this calendar. It has 3 tweets a day for an average of 22 business days, 66 posts, a third of which go to your website. And then on top of that, I also go into your account on my phone, and I'm in there. I'm looking. I'm in your Slack account. I am talking to you about what conferences you're at, what needs to be talked about, what features are coming out, how those features need to be translated into blog posts, what people are talking about that we're following, our customer base, and how we can integrate that into the content. It's more than just putting an RSS feed and buffer. If you would like to learn more about working with me as handling your SaaS services, I have several packages. So, of course, I have my main package, which is the 4 blog posts a month and 3 tweets a day. So that's about $2,400. Where is it? Oh, $2,100. $2,100. I mean, that is so much cheaper than hiring an employee. And let me tell you, your marketing manager is overwhelmed. They already have to do Instagram. It's better in-house. TikTok is better in-house. Any of those video platforms are much better in-house. So, when you need that extra oomph, when we grew Give WP, that's now with Stellar WP, we did 4 blog posts a week. A week. So sometimes you just need extra, sometimes you just need a little bit. But I also have my pricing is totally transparent. I don't do contracts. It's month to month. We can ramp up, we can ramp down, no pun intended. And so I have 3 Twitter plans. Twitter Lite is $335 a month. Like, I just post as I see things. There's no content approval. There's no spreadsheet. 1 tweet a day is Twitter Basic, these would be spread out. One would be here. This one would be here. And then, of course, Twitter Pro is $1,200 a month. And there's audits, there's article writing, all kinds of ways I can help you achieve your business goals and keep your marketing manager very happy, or you if you're a solo founder. We can work it out. Anyway, that's behind the scenes. Thank you for watching. My name is Bridget Willard, and you can find me at bridgetwillard.com. Bye.